You can't be lobotomized.
Yeah, I gotta have a little.
Fine.
You know that, Dave. You know that.
Go. Oh, he's out on me again. Are you out on me again? No,
I'm not out on you.
Barstool Pick'em, presented by Game Time. You shouldn't have to worry when you're buying tickets to your next big event. Game Time is the fast and easy way to buy tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater events near you. Game Time has last-minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals, easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area. Game Time has deals on tickets right up to the start of the event, and even an hour after it starts, it's the place to find last-minute seats. Find exclusive flash deals and sponsored deals on tickets for football, basketball, baseball, concerts, comedy, theater, and more. I'm going to Blackhawks start soon. We're going to go to some hockey games this year. I also have bought some tickets for some comedy shows through Game Time. They have it all. So with zone deals, you pick the section, and Game Time picks the seats for an average of 18% savings. And the Game Time guarantee means you'll always get the best price if you find tickets in the same section and row for less. Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PICK'EM for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code PICK'EM for $20 off. Download Game Time. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. I was going to just do the ads, Dave, but you're here, so we might as well start.
Yeah, I'm on time.
Yeah, no, I know. I was going to do the ads to just save us time. I was going to record the ads. Pick'em Week 8. Hello, Dave.
Did I have 2 mortal locks last week? Is that what happened?
You had 2 mortal locks in advisors.
So what?
You had 2 mortal locks. Are you looking at the records? Right now,
Yeah.
Jack did a real Rico Bosco move this morning, which fair is fair. I have to when I criticize Rico for this, I have to also criticize Jack for this. He is now number 1 in the Bob Diaco standings, and he bought donuts. So when the going gets good, he's like, "Hey, have some donuts."
100%.
Because everyone was positive.
Everyone was positive. The first time all week, everyone was positive this week. Incredible job,
my
boys.
question. What was my mortal lock last week?
Pitt.
Who won outright?
Who won outright? Great call.
So I was below 500 last week.
Yes.
You were
Going into last week?
Yes.
Because remember you said that you were
had gotten
mad that
bad.
the week 0-1, you didn't want the week 0-1 to count.
All right, I'm looking for the sheets. I never thought it was below 500 outside the original, but if you say so.
I'll double check it right now.
By the way, Pitt, we should have mentioned last week because that was a great call.
So fucking easy.
Great call, Dave. Great bet. Total letdown spot for Louisville. We should have mentioned last week something that we should probably start doing at the Barstool offices, Dave. Pitt, I don't know if you saw, they had a jar going into their facility for negative thoughts. We might need that, where you write down your negative thoughts, put them away. Season's not going well.
Listen, I'm looking at the records. Rico's 6-2-1. I was 9-4-1. Dan was 33-24. I had every one of Dan's losses. So I did not have a good week. I didn't have a bad week, but Dan fucked me so hard that.
Hold on. So to set the stage for people who obviously don't know,
that's fair. You didn't fuck me.
I did not fuck you. You fucked yourself. You took my dick and fucked you.
Yeah. What happened was we're flying out to LSU. I didn't like the morning session at all.
There wasn't much out there, yeah.
So we're just gonna do that. We're gonna
interrupt.
I didn't like the morning session at all, the noon kickoffs. And I'm with Dan, and we're driving to the airport. And I was like, I don't have any. I didn't place one bet at noon. I placed all my other bets, which were like 9-4-1, Pittsburgh, great picks. And I was like, do you like anything? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, well, I'll bet it just so I have action. He gave me one, and they peeled off like 30 other picks. I thought the afternoon session I thought would be bad. So he went 33-24. He was 1-7 in the early.
1-6 in the early.
So I had all those fucking picks. So I was 1-5. I didn't take one of them. And I wouldn't have won that one anyways because the line had moved. So you start 1-5 with somebody else's picks. My fault because I want action. We're traveling. I want to be in on it. but it ruined my whole day. And my picks were fucking great. And it's just the timing of the day.
And it's worse than that, Dave, because I think going into Saturday, I was like 6-8 on the week because I bet all the week games. So I went, let's see, 7, 20, 26, and I can't do math right now. 26-10 to finish the day on Saturday. I won everything late.
My picks were really good too. So I like.
But here's what happened. Here's what happened because it wasn't my fault. Dave did say, "What do you like?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, how long we been doing this, Dave? Long ass time. You know, I like the action. I have how many plays do I have on the season so far? I have almost 300 plays on the season so far. It's week 8. Okay,
yeah. Well,
so when you asked me
at $2.99,
yeah, when you asked me,
there's no doubt. I asked. It got so bad, I said I wouldn't hold him. When this happened, he's like, I don't want you to do it because you're going to hold me accountable. But once you start doing a couple, you got to do them all. So it got to the point because I know how it works. Dan wasn't like, I love this game. I asked because I want action. So, and they were all doing terribly. And I just started, I knew I couldn't talk to Dan, so I was just texting Ev, like complaining.
Yeah, we were on the flight too, Dave. Probably the worst wake up I've ever had in my life. Like, thankfully, I've had no like serious tragedies, you know, like no fires or anything like that. We're waking up and like being like, oh my God, the house is on fire. I fell asleep on the plane and I just woke up with Dave going, Georgia's a loss, just screaming that because Vandy had scored right away.
Vandy
and I was like, I wish
you
just let me
in Georgia. And by the way, that score mattered because the end of that game. Yeah, well, to be honest, yes, I get that, Dan, but come on, who's sleeping at noon? Like I literally was just on my brick watch looking at the seconds go, waiting to 12 because flying stinks. There's nothing to do, but once 12 hits, time's a blur. So what I was going to announce that Vanderbilt took the ball fucking the run and shoot and went right down on Georgia.
I was catching a quick 20.
First time they scored a touchdown in like 10 years against Georgia.
It was a bad morning. We also had
you guys should do more on the planes then if you said flying sucks.
Like what?
Cards. You guys like high stakes things. You want to do a Survivor pool where it's only you two.
No. What are Dan and I just going to like bet each other's money? I don't. That's
you're about to do it for Survivor in the
no. If
NFL.
you're gonna play cards like that, you need like a big group. It can't be like a one-on-one.
Yeah. One-on-one would not work. But yeah, it was a really bad morning. It was so bad that we actually. So I went 1-6. Dave went 1-5. The one game he didn't take of mine, I took Alabama, Arkansas over 45.5. Dave saw it on the way in. He's like, oh, it's 44.5. I might take the under. If he had taken the under, we both would have lost. It landed on 45. That's how bad the morning was. Man. So it was not, look, I felt bad. I obviously, when I give you picks, I want them to win. But I told you, Dave, this has been my whole season. The morning slate I've just been getting rocked. And then usually I pick up a bunch of games later in the night. But positive for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I was good. All my picks are great. I mean, 9-4-1. That's a great day. BYU prevented me from a huge day because I had another money line situation that was working for me. But whatever. I broke about even. Maybe not because the NFL I didn't do good. Yeah. So whatever.
57% on the year, Dave. You're killing it.
He's doing really well.
Rico and I are inching back closer to 500. We're trying hard. 48.1% for me, 47% for Rico. Like we said, the Bob Diaco standings, Immortal Locks. Jack is now in first place. Has overtaken Zupi. Hank, there's a mosh in the middle. Hank, Liam, Dave, and myself all one away from 500 or 500 itself. Ebo 2-5. Rico 1-7.
Yeah, it's bad. It's just 0-0. Like to Dave's point, yeah, I'm the gift that keeps on giving reverse.
It's impressive.
Dave's fading it. You're riding it. Respect both
I didn't
ways.
fade it. I had no juice in the account.
Yeah, Ohio, they were bad. They look like shit.
It was such a clearly bad pick to begin with, too.
It's
like, a useless MAC team on the road laying 6. Like, bull.
He's like Rico's like a truffle dog at this point. He just sent him out into the woods. He'll find something. Yes. Like, who's betting that game? Yeah. I saw it on my car. I saw it in my bet slips. Because I put everything in after this show, and I was like, why the fuck do I have this game? I was like, oh, fuck. I ride.
I
ride.
Another nonsense fucking game.
I
Yeah,
ride. But you had a good week overall.
I miss the CBS sports games. I like those. I do better with those. But
What do you mean? Mountain West?
Yeah, like CBS Sports at 12 o'clock or the CBS Sports randomly at 6.
You like
I feel like I'm doing okay
game?
when it's on CBS Sports.
I can feel that.
Not CBS Sports.
Yeah. Okay, so what else is going on? Rico, do you have anything to say about Zach Gallen Day?
Yeah, I mean, fucking Philly plays in a bandbox. Dave's guy took him deep. He got the best of us. Series then takes a horrible turn last night, down 2-0. They got to go win in Arizona with their 3-4, who are not good. So we'll see. Yeah, Gallen Day.
I can't remember home field advantage like that Phillies ballpark in baseball like ever.
It's crazy.
I'm so jealous of it being a Met fan. Like
it's crazy.
They have guys who just play hard. The fans are all into it. It just kills you.
I did have a flashback because I have a future on the Phillies. I had a flashback to March Madness because I turned on the stream on Monday night and Bosco's sitting in the front row with a Diamondbacks hat, and I was like, I've never been more confident about the Phillies because that was all March Madness when you just switch teams and every team you'd switch to would lose.
I have in like 2010 to 2012, I was buying one hat of every team to try to get all 27, not 30. I won't do Skanks, won't do Phillies, won't do Braves.
Wait, you were buying one a year?
No, like in periods. Like you go to lids. Sometimes I was picking up 2, 3.
Got it.
Then I was going to special throwback.
Didn't want to just splurge and get them all at once.
Right.
Didn't really have the fun, Dave. Didn't have the,
some that's people. Not that
like it's
expensive.
What $400.
They were still like 35 a pop.
That's a lot of money.
The shipping, I was getting them. I wanted specific
Wait, but you
ones.
said you went to lids.
What? Yes, but Mickey's Place in Cooperstown has a website, so you'd have to wait till they get stuff in stock. Like the Detroit Tigers, I had the 96 one. They only won for 1 year with the tiger and the orange brim. The Reds, I had the white top, red pinstripes. Do you even remember that hat?
Yes.
Yeah, rarities. So I was looking to make sure I got all the right ones. So I had the D-backs.
I mean, I like that. I like collecting
Zach Gallen.
hats.
He's my guy.
I have like 1,000 hats. I have too many hats, but I like the move.
Yeah, Gallen's my guy.
Yeah.
I can't wear... Like, I will for college. Michigan's obviously my team. I will wear other college hats. I really can't. Like, I won't wear another NFL team. I won't wear another baseball Celtics. I'm sure you're going to find footage of me doing something with, like, a pizza review but I won't, like, sit on a stream and wear
I actually think it was a little earlier than that. I think it was in college. And, like, if you were a college kid, a pretty simple outfit is a T-shirt and a hat. To
match
go out.
The shoes color.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're just, so it was simpler times.
Solid move.
Yeah. I had the Florida Marlins all teal. That's some good ones.
That's a great hat.
It was.
That is a good hat.
When did you have to get rid of
black
it?
brim or all
no,
teal?
all teal.
Oh, that's a great hat.
Yeah, that was a good hat.
Yeah.
I didn't get rid of them. I just keep getting them, or I stopped going for them.
Okay, so what else is going on? I feel like we haven't had a lot. I mean, we obviously did Surviving Barstool last week. No spoilers.
I've been doing good in baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I'm on Mr.
method.
Ice, falling ice. That's it, really.
Mr. Ice.
I had a funny exchange with Elio.
Well, Mr. Ice had only Elio. Elio's a true one-of-one type of guy. His friend passed away, which was very sad. And he released a pic that was like,
it was a memorial pic.
Yeah, he's like, remember, life is very important. Your family, your friends. You got to love your family and friends, but you also got to love the overs. And he just went into his pick. He also had a very it won.
Of course, it was a memorial pic.
Yeah, you got to take the memorial pick. He also had a very funny, before he even did the video, he had a funny exchange with Dave where he told Dave that his friend had passed away, and before Dave could even respond, he had then followed up.
No, we responded. We
went
back
he responded
and
a couple
forth.
times. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really sad, and then he just in real time, like a minute, maybe 30 seconds to a minute. So he told me what happened. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. What happened? I think I met him. He's like, yes, it's awful, the worst. And we're going back, and then he just ended it with, I have the one at Keeneland.
Yeah, it was like instant switch. He's a true one.
Yeah, I asked him if he wanted a little more pop. I'm like, we could put you on Pick Central. Like, if you want to do a pick a day. He's like, I appreciate it, but I kind of only do a pick a day. Like, you'd be taking away my whole act. I was like, all right, so we'll just work a parlay in there. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, he has one pick a day.
Exactly.
All right, college football landscape. Feels like we had a little shakeup. That Washington-Oregon game was phenomenal.
What did you think about Lanning kind of putting his chips in 3 different times? Not taking the field goal before the half, going for it on 4th and 3 in the third
I gotta be
quarter.
honest. I was in and out at that
Okay.
game. Dan's watching closer. We were in the suite at LSU.
Yeah, I was watching it very closely because I had obviously Washington future and Oregon plus 3.5 when it bounced to 3.5. So it was a perfect ending. I thought the end of first half was stupid. Should take the points because the whole point of going for it on goal line, 4th and goal line, is that if you don't get it, you put him in a bad spot. But I had no problem with him going for it at the end of the game.
That one is the least one I have problems with. Not taking the second one in the third quarter, 50-50. I don't know. You're on the road. I feel like take the points. But
That game, though, shouldn't be an eliminator for either one.
No, it just puts Oregon, they can't. It's not an eliminator. It's just Oregon can't trip up. Whereas Washington can trip up now.
Yeah, but I will say, it depends when you trip up. Because
True.
losses aren't all equal. So, if Oregon wins out and Washington trips up late, Oregon will jump them because of the nature of that game.
Well, they would then play most likely in the Pac-12 championship.
Yeah, it actually sets up a nightmare scenario. What if Oregon wins that game identical game by 3 points?
Oregon goes.
Yeah, I think unfortunately
That's not
what
really a
happens.
nightmare. I mean, that's just how that's how it works.
You lose
and
late.
you got to remember does the Pac-12, is that Vegas or do they do a home game?
Vegas.
Yeah, so I mean, Washington won at home by 3. You figure that's the spread. Home field is 3, so it's basically a dead equal game.
Yeah, and it looks like Michael Penix, he is the favorite now to win the Heisman. The Heisman will be a quarterback now that Brock Bowers is hurt. So I don't know. I mean, Jaden Daniels is still out there.
Bo Nix still played great in that game too.
Bo Nix. I think actually Dave, your guy, because he's got some big
McCarthy's
games coming
not out
up.
of it.
Yeah,
They haven't played, so you got to look at anything. Like if McCarthy
Gabriel
goes and
too.
stomps on Penn State and stomps on Ohio State, he's going to win.
Yeah.
I think the kid from Oklahoma is a little live too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I feel like he's very under the radar.
Yeah, because they went bye week after
Yep.
Red River, so everyone kind of
and they didn't play anybody before Texas.
Yeah.
So
I mean, who's successful is gonna determine, what happens, who wins the games.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Okay, should we get to the games? I don't think we have anything else.
no,
let's get to the games.
USC sucked.
Oh yeah, USC does suck, but that's just Lincoln Riley. He's a fucking fraud.
Yeah.
It's every single year like this.
I think it actually makes it worse to the point you were saying of how dead Notre Dame was.
Yeah.
Obviously they were going to get up on that game, but they could not have been playing at
and Caleb Williams
not
was,
being banged up to a degree.
Yeah,
their bodies just.
Caleb Williams was very bad. Very.
And now
bad.
he wants ownership in fucking NFL.
I don't
teams.
believe that story at all.
It's crazy. I mean, who's going to give it? That's just never going to happen.
Yeah,
So.
that's just. I think that was just a fake story. So someone gets clicks. Okay, before we do the games and talk about the slate, quick word from our friends at Rhoback, Rhoback.com. Go right now. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, everything. They have the most comfortable clothes in the world. Rhoback's performance polos don't miss. The designs are always on point while the fabric is stretchy, incredibly comfortable. Rhoback has a polo they gave to me and Dave that just has a bunch of point spreads and over-unders. It's an awesome polo.
Wow.
So they make special polos all the time. If you need a polo to get you through a long game day, Rhoback is your answer. They also have the shorts, everyday shorts with the zipper, which is a big thing with shorts. You need the zipper. What are you looking at him for?
Finish the read. And then I have
Okay,
a
all right.
question.
Okay, everyday shorts, simply the best. They're versatile, functional, and we just can't take them off. It's hard to find a good short, especially on hot days, and Rhoback shorts are the answer. They're breathable, have a nice stretch, and made to move in. In all honesty, Rhoback has been gaining traction big time. Rhoback's even working with some of college football's biggest stars, Cade Klubnik, Nick Singleton, Audric Estime. So use the code PICK on Rhoback.com for 20% off your first purchase through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. Rhoback.com. That's 20% off all polos, shorts, hoodies with code PICK. The perfect gear for football season. Make sure to jump on Rhoback now. What were you going to say?
I love Rhoback. They only made 2 of those?
Yeah, for me and Dave.
Okay.
You can buy it.
I'm sure we can get you one.
You said it was specially made.
No, I think it's in the store. I would assume they
Oh,
would
it's in
just
the store, yeah.
they wouldn't
Alright.
give us a shirt that they don't sell.
No, it make no sense.
Right.
So
But if they were looking for 3 influential guys out there to wear
The
it,
big
they
three.
definitely picked 2
the big
great
three,
ones.
so to speak.
Yeah. It's okay.
Rhoback, get Rico a shirt.
Please. Please.
We're a team, though.
I
Yeah,
believe this shirt first surfaced on the college football show.
Yeah.
makes sense.
So Brandon probably has one.
Brandon might have one. Yeah. Brandon does have one probably.
Get Rico. Just get Rico a shirt.
Do you want to wear
College football show does well on YouTube and obviously in the crowds and
Oh, someone's been number watching.
in the ads, but
Someone's
this
been number
pick'em show
watching.
longevity, like Dave, premier college football program in the company. If you had to, what would you say?
What?
The premier college football program in the company would be what? If you were asked that.
The college football show.
Okay.
I mean, it makes a lot of money.
It absolutely.
Have you seen what it does on the road?
Yeah, it kills.
How many people are involved in the show?
Definitely. We've yet to do a live pick'em.
That's true. That's a good point.
There are a few locations, no names, DJs, that would love the Week 0 show.
Chicken box.
Chicken box as well. It's a healthy debate.
That wasn't a put down. I'm on both shows. The college football show is a major undertaking.
Yes. So you're saying this one would be less overhead, same rabid fan base, and the thing of like,
No,
if the
I
Rolling
gotta be
Stones
honest,
were
if
going
you
back
go-
on
if you,
tour.
If you go to these college shows, I would say there's just as many like women in the audience as guys. It's. I don't think they're showing up necessarily for the Pick'em show.
How many women do you think listen to this show?
We're gonna have to. We're gonna have to work on the demographic.
If you're a woman in the YouTube comments, let us know.
I don't think any women listen to it on their phone, but probably on their boyfriend's phone in the car.
Yeah. We got to get that one. We got to. I mean,
I
your
would say the
haircut-
show is not built to be a live show.
Entertainment's entertainment.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, when we do the live shows, we even try to like tone down the X's and O's. It's more like, fuck Auburn or Michigan State Stocks. It's a crowd show.
We did 10 minutes on fire engines and fire trucks last week. We could do whatever you want. Like,
Sally pushed his pick.
Sally pushed. He's still alive for the
Yeah. Does he
playoff.
have another one?
We'll get him at the end.
Okay.
All right. So no live show.
I'm willing to do a live show at some point.
Okay. I'm not.
Hold on one second. Hello?
He's got to take that. My schedule is pretty busy already.
All right, it's fair.
No, I'll do it.
I just want the shirt, Dan. It's all a big ruse to get the shirt.
You just want. So wait, you thought that the easiest way to get the Rhoback shirt is to do a live show? How about I just buy you the shirt?
No.
No.
I want Rhoback to recognize me as an earner.
Okay.
That's what I want.
Okay, sorry.
See, he just wants the Rhoback polo. We just found out.
I just want Rhoback to recognize me as an earner.
He just wants Rhoback to give him an attaboy.
We'll get the shirt.
We'll get the shirt.
I don't want them to be pissed off in the factory, though. Like, I want them to want to give it to me.
Okay, so we'll get them to want to give it to
All
you.
right, great. Then we're all good.
Okay, perfect.
They'll want to give it to you.
Yeah, because they don't want you to bitch and moan, so they'll want to give it to you.
I don't think I bitched and moaned.
No, I don't think so either. I'm saying in the future you might if you don't get it.
Well, one thing I've learned is I would never say a bad word about advertisers.
That's facts.
I think you're going down a dangerous path here, Rico.
Oh,
Agreed.
I like the path he's going down because he's going
don't.
back to
I
old
don't.
Rico.
Yeah, that's bad.
People want the old Rico.
You're a bad influence, Big Cat.
Okay, then call me a bad influence. But when people are like, "Hey, we want the junkyard dog," he's
but
been sniffing around.
Let me say this. I don't think any of these combatants are stable. So,
Well, one of them's on Zoloft now.
They're all playful. You said you do whatever you want, just don't be a whack job.
fine.
See?
Playful.
Let's look at the level of attack here in terms of DEFCON. It's like a 0.2 compared to what it used to be, right? You could do some playful jabs. He's done
Okay.
playful jabs. Playful
Okay,
jabs.
if it's playful,
Just
fine.
with the
Do
bat.
whatever. Do whatever. I just
Yeah.
when it goes to DEFCON 5 and it's chaos in the streets. I don't want anyone coming to me, Hank, being
It
like,
will
"Well,
not
this
go
is
to
your
DEFCON
like, you
5.
know what? Fine.
It will not go to
You want to
guy,
shut it
Hank.
down,
Fine.
Hank? Hank, you want to shut it
down?
down?
No, I just
No,
I,
don't
I
shut
like,
down.
I like
I don't
Reformed
fucking care.
Rico. Yeah.
Okay. I like Reform Rico too, but like he's gotta.
Yeah,
Hey,
He
I
can't
don't
be
think that's
lobotomized.
boring. Yeah,
You
like,
know the
I
other
gotta
guy
have
better-
a little.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
all
can't
right.
be lobotomized.
Okay, fine.
He's walking around drooling on himself, being like, "Oh, I don't say anything bad about anyone."
Right, yeah, they
I
just
don't
take
want
it
that.
away. Yeah, you can't have that. You
You
know there's
can't
got to
have
be
that.
some quips and
Fine.
You know
I don't
that,
fucking
Dave. You know
go,
that.
Go. Fine. Do it.
Oh, he's out
Do
on
it.
me again. Yeah, out on me again? No, like we were,
No, I'm not out on you.
all right. Let's all
I'm not
do,
out on you.
Then you take a playful jab at me then.
Me take a playful jab at you?
Yeah. So I show you I could take it. We'll do one today. We'll just keep going.
Yeah,
it's like
let's
taps.
just go. Okay.
It's like what?
Taps. You stand in the schoolyard, you throw the ball around.
So what we did, the big
Yeah.
three tells the ball. I'm not out on you. You're not coming at me. I'm not out at all. I just, you see again, like rearming and things like, and I'm fine with it. I don't know that the person you're, like I just don't know that he is all that. It's two guys that just joke around and always see the humor and everything. That's all.
Yeah.
But do what you want. Hey, if it's just playful jabs and the boys just having some fun, just do it. I don't care.
Some playful jabs.
Little rat
Why
tat.
did you say, Hank? Why were you quick to be like, I agree. You're the number one rider on the planet.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like I like going near the line, but I just don't want you to go over it. And there's some playfulness, but there might be some realness too. So you just got to keep it playful.
Fair.
Who's the number one rider in this room right now?
Wow.
You're 1-7. I've taken every single.
I don't
No,
understand.
everyone's
how
got a
this is
case. Dave's had a good month.
No, it's
few months.
fucking Hank. What are we doing here?
All right.
But has Hank taken every one of his terrible,
Well, he's
dead losers?
He's traveling the country trying to get a Big Ten team. He's busy too, so he might not be able to lock him in.
I'd be almost 500 if it was not for the mortal locks.
That's a good point.
Weighing me down,
That's a good point.
and I keep riding.
I'd be over 500.
Yeah, I keep going.
Well,
keep
they're
going.
your picks, though.
Yeah, they are your picks.
Yeah, if I faded myself, it's fair.
Well, you couldn't fade yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your brain won't let it.
No chance. No chance. You would.
No
You'd
chance.
like overheat and it
Exactly.
would be like emergency.
That's
What's
a
happening?
playful jab.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I left.
I didn't see you laugh.
I just did. What'd
Oh.
you say, Dave? Good, bad, ugly in this company, right?
Okay, let's get to the games.
Best reality show on television.
We got a good slate this weekend. We'll start with the bounce back for Oregon, Washington State at Oregon on ABC. Oregon is minus 20.5, over under 62.5. Your guy Cam Ward.
They got smacked last week.
They got
this
smacked.
kid from Arizona. How could you possibly not start him over Deloria? Deloria had the job. This kid looks great.
No,
at
Arizona's
Arizona.
been playing good ball.
They have, yeah. I'm going to take the over.
I also
Because
would take the over.
I do think Washington State cannot put that putrid of an effort. Oregon obviously can score at home, especially. I like the over here, over 62.5.
Dave?
I have this game on my card regardless. I love Oregon. I like the over, so I'm taking Oregon and the over. I think, a loss is a loss is a loss. Yeah, but you can have a good loss. It's a very easy rallying cry for Oregon. We win out, and we'll probably still go to the playoff. I think they smash Washington State, who is basically dead. Absolute blowout, bounce back. I love Oregon here.
Yeah, I do think Oregon, like that was in terms of losses. You can't get a 3-point road loss with a chance to tie it on the road. Well, I just said on the road twice. Okay, so I'm over. Rico's over. You have Oregon. Next game, Tennessee at Alabama.
And the over. I have both.
Yeah. Oh, you have Oregon and the over. Tennessee at
Yep.
Alabama. Alabama's -8. Over/under is 48.5. This game's interesting because it's like they both teams have kind of gone opposite directions this year in the fact that they both play really good defense and their offense does not look good. It's a battle of the quarterbacks, Jalen Milroe and Joe Milton, who if you ask both of them to complete like a 10-yard slant, I don't think they can. But they can throw it deep. What do you think, Rico?
Well, I guess the bigger question is, where do you stand on Alabama? Because obviously they control their path. They're in the mix here if they keep winning. But are they that good? They just beat Arkansas by 3.
Yeah.
Like, they should have lost to A&M. Where do you stand on Alabama? Is Alabama that good?
Yeah, so where do I stand on Alabama? Listen, I don't think they're good. I think LSU is going to beat Alabama. They're going to go into and win the SEC West is what I think is going to happen. I'm going to take Tennessee in the points here. Tough game.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Tennessee in the points. I think Bama wins a close one.
I hate this game. I'm going to go with you, Dave. Tennessee in the points. Just I don't know if Alabama has the ability to blow good teams out, and that's really what it comes down to. I think this will be played within a touchdown. Gun to head, I think Alabama wins the game, but I just they don't have that ability to just step on people's throats with their offense. And Tennessee's defense has been good this year. Like, they've been a lot better. So I'm going to take Tennessee in the points as well. Rico?
Both teams, you don't want them. Both teams, I feel confident in third and long. If they have to throw the ball, I like the defense. I like turnovers. So, I mean, obviously turnovers determines every game, but there's 2 quarterbacks you just don't trust when the world knows you have to throw.
Yes.
Yeah, even with all that said and the 2 good defenses, I'm going to take the over. I feel like there's going to be more.
Well, it's a low total.
48.5.
More touchdowns than field goals.
More touchdowns than field goals.
I'll
I
take
like
my
it.
chances.
Okay, yeah, Alabama's defense has been playing really good.
They have.
Okay. Next up, Duke at Florida State. Florida State minus 14, over under 48.5. I had Duke last week against NC State without Riley Leonard, but it was a laugher. Is he going to play? I believe he's going to play because he was day-to-day for the NC State game. I would imagine he plays for this game. I feel...
Did you see that quarterback's line? He threw the ball like 6 times.
Yeah, but NC State's just garbage, especially on the road. I'm reading right now. Will Duke QB Riley Leonard play at Florida State? Elko is upbeat about it, so that's good. Rico,
I'm going to take Florida State. Take Florida State. I like Florida State. I think they're a playoff team potentially. Like what they do with the offense. Duke probably with the backup or Leonard banged up. I also think, like, is Clemson that good that Duke beat? You know, Duke did hang with Notre Dame. Notre Dame pretty good, but they didn't win that game. Like, what is really Duke hanging its hat on in terms of their season? So
what is Florida State?
Still more athletes. Beat who did Florida State beat?
They beat LSU week 1.
Yeah, LSU week 1, and they had another
beat
one.
The
I feel
same
like.
Clemson team is the other one.
Fair.
That was the only.
And a
reason why I
very
asked.
close game that they could have lost.
Yeah,
But who would you rather have a quarterback? I'd much rather have Florida State's guy.
I agree. I think Duke's defense is very good.
What was a letdown or a look-ahead spot last week against Syracuse, they throttled them. So this Florida State team seems to be clicking on all cylinders. So I'm going to take Florida State.
Okay, I'm going to go Oppo here. I'm going to take Duke plus 14. I just think their defense will keep them in this game. Yeah, I really do think that's basically my entire handicap of this is their defense has played well, and they will keep this game at least somewhat tight. Dave.
I've waffled on this when it was originally on my card, and it was Duke originally on my card because I think they've proven they're decent. And then the line to me, you guys haven't really confirmed that bias, but the line to me is saying bet Duke. Like, it's a lot of points, and Duke has been pretty good this season. So when I thought that, I'm like, if they're asking me to bet Duke, maybe this is going to be a blowout Florida State. And I went right back to square one, which is I have no fucking clue. I'm going to take Duke, but I don't like the game. I'm not going to bet it.
It reminds me a little of the Georgia-Kentucky game. Where
I love
14
Georgia
and a half,
there because Georgia's proven themselves. Florida State hasn't yet. I do love the quarterback. I've said that from the beginning. I've been on his train for like 2 years now. But yeah, I'm going to take. I think Duke has proven when they're ready and up for a game, they can win, play close games. Florida State didn't destroy Clemson by any stretch. So yeah, I'll take Duke in a close game. I'm talking myself back into putting them on the card.
Yeah. I struggle with the same thing because I feel like this is going to be one of those games. I'm going to take Duke plus 14, and there's a chance in the first 5 minutes I'm like, what a fucking idiot.
I wouldn't have blinked if this line was like 8.5.
Right.
That's what makes me nervous.
Yeah. It will probably come down if Riley Leonard is confirmed in. I wouldn't be shocked if it comes down a little to, like an 11.5. Okay. So I got Duke plus 14. Dave's got Duke plus 14.
There's a very real possibility Michigan and Florida State are in the playoff.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit. Are you saying that me versus Silvana?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be a war.
Yeah. You guys would have to go to the game and your
She
jerseys.
doesn't like. There's no like joking around in there. She's one of the few humans who can go from she didn't know they were playing to like the biggest super fan in the blink of an eye.
So you got to be ready.
I know.
That would be a world war. Okay. What side would you be on, Rico?
Dave's.
Okay.
Thank you, Rico.
That was big of you. I also would be on Dave's side. Utah, USC.
Football, Dave. Recipes. The other side.
Yeah.
You see my chicken noodle soup video?
No.
Tried to get Alex Earl to comment. She didn't.
Oh, no.
She did one last week.
Damn.
Sucked.
That's.
I thought you guys were like Westbark comrades.
Yeah. I would imagine she gets a lot of comments. Some from the same person.
Oh, Jackie, you a Alex Earl stan?
I'm not a commenter though.
You just watch all
you
her
just
stuff?
chase after
I
at
just-
the Final Four.
Yeah, I tried to introduce myself.
Oh, okay.
What's up? You
Hey,
ever think about gambling?
yeah. You ever want to be on a live stream, baby? Utah, USC. USC's -7 over under is 56.5. I'll start with this one. I know Utah's offense is horrid. I will not fall for the trap, though. They will control the line of scrimmage. They're a man football team. I don't know if they can get enough offense to win this game. I think they have enough on defense to cover this spread. I
don't think that's a trap, Dan. I feel like you're falling into the trap.
You think so? I don't know.
USC coming off getting their fucking face kicked in. I think the initial reaction is USC shouldn't be favored versus 7 versus anybody. I'm taking Utah, but I feel like I'm falling into a trap.
But Utah also got their face kicked in, did they not? Oh, no, they beat Cal. I was thinking of the Oregon State game 2 weeks ago.
That was close, though.
Yeah, they're just their offense is bad. No, they lost 21-7.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they're 5-1, right? They killed. I'm looking right now. So they destroyed Cal, lost 21-7 to Oregon State. At Oregon State, I don't think that's a bad loss. They beat UCLA. They beat Florida. They beat all low scoring. To me, this is a no-brainer. Seeing what we just saw, Utah seems like a trap pick.
All with backups, too. I think Utah's on their third-string quarterback.
You know what? I'm switching. I keep saying it.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
taking USC.
Okay.
I got Utah +7, so that probably helps your case, too.
Yep, it does.
It does. All right. Last game, best game. I saved it. It's the first game of the day, but it is the best game of the day. Penn State at Ohio State. Penn State's +4.5. Over-under is 46.
So this is where we're getting fucked by CBS, right? Having the Big Ten.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, who has the Big Ten?
The Big Ten is
NBC.
everyone has the Big Ten. Fox, NBC, CBS, everyone has the Big Ten.
But is the reason this game is noon is because of TV?
It's because of Fox.
Yeah. All right, Fox. Whatever the case may be, it's disgusting that this is a noon kickoff. Disgusting.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
but the biggest game of Thanksgiving weekend is Ohio State, Michigan, and that's
tradition.
That though is like a tradition 100 years old. I can live with that. This game should be under the lights.
Agreed.
Or
Yeah.
3:30 even.
Fox is trying to make this big noon thing. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, I hate it. No, it's stupid. So the West Coast wakes up at 9 a.m. Get out of here. This is dumb.
Yeah, I agree. Here's where I'm at in this game, though. I've counted Penn State as a win for like 3 weeks now. I'm like, oh, I can't wait to bet Penn State. And now I'm having kind of what you go through with Dave with the lightning bets, where it's like, wait, is it? Is Penn State a win here? Because I don't know. Penn State's defense.
Well, the
is
problem
phenomenal.
is, Dan, It's not only that. To me, I think Ohio State's going to win this game. I'm not sold on this Penn State train that everybody's on, but 4 points is not insignificant.
Correct. Especially with two defenses that are this good.
Is that what it's up to? 4?
It's 4. I think it's 4.5.
I had 3.5.
4.5 right now.
4.5? It's 3.5 last night.
Fun fact about Penn State, which shocked me, going back to
They're criminals.
their loss against Michigan last year. No, not
Rico, all your college basketball affiliates are criminals, so I don't know that you can keep throwing criminals out to football. Like your entire network is criminals. You need the little basketball emoji with like a little like jail or like the burglar guy with just stripes like next to let you know which one of your guys are convicts.
I mean, it is true that your
guys from
sliding
Marshall are pretty good.
Your sliding scale of morals is very like you
All
pick
over the
and
map.
choose. Some things are bigger than sports unless it's a guy who responds to a Happy Father's Day text from Rico.
Facts. I'll say I like Penn State
True
here.
or false? True or false?
4.5.
Friendly jab.
4.5. I think this game comes down to the end. I think both these teams are significantly on the second tier in the Big Ten behind my guys. But this will be a very good game. I wish it wasn't noon. I think Ohio State's going to win. You're threading a needle when you say you think Ohio State's going to win, but you're taking Penn State because of the 4.5. But I think it's going to be close throughout.
Fun fact about Penn State, which I didn't realize. So last year they lost to Michigan. They got smoked. It was October 15th. Since that date, they're 12-0-1 against the spread.
Well, he's a spread coach.
That's insane.
Yeah, but he's a spread coach.
They literally, if you just bet Penn State every single week, you win money. That's just how it's been working for the last 13 games.
And that Michigan-Penn State game last year, that wasn't even that close. Michigan, that's the game they gave up pick 6, I think, at the end of the first half, and Penn State maybe took the lead or something. Even though they had like 1 yard, they got totally dominated.
Yeah, Penn State was up 14-13 in that game, and they got absolutely smashed.
It should have been 30-0 at half. Michigan just self-inflicted all the way through the game, and they still killed them.
Yeah,
not that
563 yards to 268 yards.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
All right, I am going to take Penn State and the under 46 in the fact that James Franklin does play Ohio State close or covers spreads against him. He doesn't beat him. I think the only time he beat him was that Saquon game when they blocked the punt.
2013. No, was he there then?
This is
2015.
He's been there for a long time. This is
I know they beat him 2015.
This is like such a huge game for both these coaches. It's wild. Like James Franklin has been building to this moment where he feels like he has a team good enough to win the East. And Ryan Day, even though he wins 11 games every year, he's on the hot seat just because
if he loses to them and then goes and loses to Michigan, it's a problem. That's why he's trying to make Notre Dame their arch rival.
Right. So it's wild. The stakes are insanely high for both coaches.
But I will say, this again is a win out. Like if this game is fairly close, each team still will control their own destiny. If either team loses this and wins out, they're going to the playoff.
Yes.
Yeah. Who you got in this game, Rico?
Lock of the week, Ohio State.
What?
Franklin.
That makes me feel.
Until
wait, now I have to.
You can pass on one.
Congrats to Penn State.
Now I have to switch.
You don't have to switch.
Well, I'm a rider.
Yeah, but it's not doing well for you. You're okay if you
know what?
abstain.
But
I'll
no,
take
you're
the-
locked in. Dan is pot committed.
Yeah, I have to keep riding.
All right.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the under 46, and I'm going to wait for – I'll decide on the game later.
Fine.
I need to look at it
That's
more.
the only chance, actually, Dan. If you don't take Ohio State now,
Yeah.
then they will win because you're so pot. This is a craps roll. You're in.
I'm in.
Yep.
I'm
You've
1-7.
attached yourself.
I'm 1-7.
Yeah, and what are you going to do? Drop now? It's statistics are in your favor. Math
Turning it
says you
around.
have to go.
And this also it's the perfect mortal lock for Rico in the fact that there's no real reason other than the fact that he hates Penn State. Again, the sliding moral
No,
scale.
listen. Franklin gets them close, but until he wins one, I could be in the right here. He doesn't win the big one, just like you said. So I need Ohio State by a touchdown.
But he doesn't have to.
I
He
need
doesn't
Ohio
have
State
to win the big one to cover the spread.
Right. I need Ohio State by a touchdown. The game's going to be decided by one score. I'm hoping it's a touchdown, not a field goal.
Okay.
And I like
that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So you're taking Ohio State.
I think Ohio State's the better team. They're going to win the game anyway. I think Ohio State's going to win the game anyway.
As your mortal lock, you are taking Ohio State while simultaneously saying you think it's going to be a one-score game.
I said if it's a one-score game. If it's a one-score game, I need a touchdown instead of a field goal. I think Ohio State wins by 10.
Is that what he said?
10.
Hand up. If he said that, I'm wrong. I thought he said it's going to be a one-score game. I need it to be a touchdown, not a field goal. What did he say?
I don't know. What did he say?
Pretty sure I said if it's a one-score game, I need a touchdown.
But there's other people listening. What did he say?
Go ahead.
I was writing down the game. I didn't hear it.
Nobody knows what he said. Hank?
I don't know what he said.
What do you think I said?
Can we go back?
It could go either way. I do speak very fast. What I meant to say was if it's a one-score game, I need a touchdown instead of a field goal.
Well, why would you say that? That makes no sense, though, to even say that. You didn't say that. Well, I'm always right in these. The years
you're right.
I said, I guarantee you I'm right.
I agree.
We'll pull the clip right after this.
You agree that I'm right?
Yes.
What's your analysis other than the fact that you hate Penn State?
Some wars are not worth it.
Well, no, don't play that. Am I right?
There's a chance I didn't say if, yes.
Yeah, I heard it right, and it makes it the dumbest pick of all time.
Okay. I think they win by 10. Does that make it dumb?
Well, that's not what you said. No, if you say, I think Ohio State wins by double digits, no, it's not dumb. When you say, I think it's going to be a one-score game, I need it to be a touchdown, not a field goal, and that's your mortal lock, yeah, it's the dumbest thing ever said on this show.
I think I said if it's a one-score game. But
you didn't.
We'll go to the tape. It's a good thing about this show.
It's a great thing about this show.
I'll say this, Hank, there better not be any weird-ass voiceovers.
Fair.
You hear that, Hank?
Fair.
I can't wait to listen back.
I know I'm right. What, you think I just explode like that out of the clouds?
You're strong in your opinion. I think accusing Hank of Watergate is not necessarily fair, but it is what it is.
It is true. If you didn't say if and you said it's going to be a one-score game, why wouldn't you change it?
It would be dumb. I agree.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I said if. We will.
You definitely didn't. It wouldn't even make sense.
Buckeyes by 10.
Buckeyes by 10. Or 5.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What you got, Dave?
Go ahead.
No. Let's move on.
No. What do you got?
I just know it makes no sense because you wouldn't say it that way. If it's a one-score game, I need it to be. You wouldn't say it like that.
Okay. We'll check the tapes.
If it wasn't for your hatred for Penn State, do you think...
I still would take Ohio State here.
Yeah?
Because Franklin doesn't get it done. He gets it close. He doesn't win the big game.
I think they
Can
If
we
it's
cover.
close
acknowledge-
enough, I'll take my chance.
If you did say, I think it's going to be a one-score game, I need it to be a touchdown, not a field goal, while making it your mortal lock, that's the dumbest thing that's ever been said on the program?
I've said some pretty dumb stuff. But yeah, it's up
Good
there.
answer. Good answer.
I think it's in the top 10.
This is a jab at yourself.
It's a friendly jab.
Friendly
guys.
jab.
Friendly jab. The friendly
jabs.
Yeah.
All right, Rico, want to do the last ad, and
Sure.
then we'll do our cards and mortal locks?
Yeah. Let me tell you about our friends at Cars.com. Cars.com is the leading digital marketplace that connects car shoppers with their perfect car. Celebrating 25 years of helping shoppers research, find inventory, finance, and sell cars. Wherever life takes you next and whoever you're looking to be, there's a car for that on Cars.com. Up to 50,000 cars are added daily to Cars.com. Shop over 2 million cars for 2 million possibilities. Find your next possibility on Cars.com. Where to next?
Okay. Cards. Dave, do you want to start?
Sure. This one, it's on there now. I'm just going to talk about this game, and I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to keep it on. I wrote down Oklahoma minus 19, over 66.5, and then I felt like I Boscoed myself. He's shaking his head like, yes, he likes it. You have Oklahoma?
I have the over.
So OU coming off gigantic victory, right? Gigantic victory against Texas. UCF stinks. They lost by 100 to Kansas. It almost was like too easy, so I flipped it. I'm taking UCF plus 19, 66.5 over. I'm sticking with.
Okay.
Oregon, I already gave out 20.5, 62.5. Tennessee plus 8, South Carolina +7 on the road against Missouri. I think they can win that game over 60.5. Auburn at home +6.5 against Ole Miss. Mincy told me that would be a tough game. He's the Mississippi Whisperer. Kansas State, TCU. We're going to start hearing about this guy soon from Bosco nonstop, this new quarterback kid who's very good from Kansas State. This is going to be high scoring, 59.5.
They can still win the Big 12.
Yeah.
And I love Will Howard, so it's hard for me to – but he might be the guy. 5 touchdowns last week. K-State.
He's definitely the guy.
K-State under the radar on that Big 12.
Yeah.
And last one, these guys killed me. I think they bounced back. Not a huge card. BYU +4.5 at home against Texas Tech. I'm banking on them being a different team at home versus on the road.
Okay.
And Texas Tech is definitely a different team at home versus the road.
Okay, I'll do my card real quick. So we went through all the ones, the main games. I'm also, and I will be adding more as always. Right now I have Pittsburgh at Wake +1.5. I have Mississippi State +6. Who are they playing again? Mississippi State. I think they're playing Arkansas. +6 at Arkansas. I have Miami of Ohio +1.5 at home against Toledo.
That's
and
a
the
good game.
over 48.5.
They're both 5-1 or 6-1.
That made me nervous. Kansas State -6.5. You said exactly what I was going to say. This Kansas State team, they've kind of found something here. Mizzou, South Carolina over 60.5. By the way, that Shane Beamer, him breaking his foot because he kicked something after the Florida game. He's an all-time dumb head coach.
He's got anger problems.
He's got anger problems.
He threw women off the field last year.
Yeah, that's right.
He was
justified there.
Yeah, they were kind of.
They wouldn't get off.
It was in the middle of the first quarter. It was in between quarters, and they were like, it was time to play football.
That's on the athletic department. It's not on the female student athletes.
I don't think he cares whether that's the men's swimming team or the female lacrosse team. He just wanted to play football.
Fair, but the athletic department then should have better guys in event ops to do something in a minute and a half with 700 women.
Yell at the suites, be like, "Hey, you get him off." You just want him off the field.
Title IX.
Yeah, Title IX. UCF, Oklahoma over 66.5 as well. And I'll wait for my lock.
Memphis -6 at UAB. Utah +7 against USC. Wazoo, Oregon over 62.5. Oklahoma, UCF over 66.5.
Slow down.
I mean, come on.
Oh, all right.
How to write these fucking things down.
All right.
Let's start again.
Memphis -6. What's after
Memphis -6. Utah +7.
You think Jackie's brain could move faster than that?
You think there would be?
Well, it's never early for you.
Yeah.
Is it early or is it late? Jackie doesn't know.
Never knows. Jackie, big fan of billiards, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
Okay. Think about it.
Billiards. I don't get it. Balls? 8 balls? Well, isn't that pool? Is billiards?
Billiards is pool.
Oh.
That was lame.
Yeah, you're lame too, Jack. Cokehead fucking scumbag rat. Wazoo, Oregon over 62.5. Don't poke me, I won't poke you. Oklahoma, UCF over 66.5. UNC's team total over 39.5.
Who are they playing? Virginia.
Yes, Virginia. And Ohio State -4.5. Lock.
Is your lock. All right, I'll do my lock. I wonder if I have the same one as Dave, but I'm going to take Michigan -24. I know it's a rivalry
That's your
game.
lock?
Yeah. I know it's a rivalry game. I think Harbaugh.
You're riding them.
I've been riding them. Harbaugh, like, when he has it and he can fucking smash you, he will smash you. And there's been a lot of bad blood. Remember last year there was a fight? There's been a lot of bad blood between Michigan and Michigan State. Harbaugh's got the guys. He's going to smash them. And I think I saw Michigan's averaging over 30 points a game, and they're giving up less than 10 points a game. It's pretty ridiculous what he's doing to these teams. So yeah, Michigan -24. I get it. Rivalry game shouldn't take lay that many points. I just think he won't let his foot off the gas against Michigan State. They're down and he's up, and that's the perfect Harbaugh spot.
I don't hate it.
Dave,
not my mortal lock.
Yeah, what's your mortal lock?
It's kind of crazy how bad they are that we don't even talk about Michigan State, rightfully so. And I will once again reiterate the shit that's going on at Michigan State. they are our little brother, and we will welcome them. If they need a football, it sucks when you have no team to root for. They're in the state. If they want to jump on the bandwagon, wear the maize and blue, I'm fine with it. My more lock here is Auburn plus 6.5 at home against Ole Miss. I think they win the game.
Add that
I
to
hope
my
I'm
card.
wrong for the sake of the collective, but Auburn, 2 home games. They played well, very different on the road versus home. I think they're ready for this.
Yeah. Okay. Ebo. Not last place anymore.
Yeah, going for 3 in a row. Texas Tech, BYU over 51.5.
Okay, I like it. Zoopy.
I'm going West Virginia minus 3.5 against Oklahoma State.
Ooh, Oklahoma State. Oh no,
Let
they
down
lost
for them.
to Kansas.
Oh, they did lose that? Yeah, I thought it was in between.
Wait, no, did they win that game? No, they lost.
Who? Oklahoma State won.
Yeah, they won. So they have found something.
in a row.
They've won 2 in a row. Hank,
Duke plus 13. I think that
or
game's
it's
close.
plus 14. So you got it.
Plus 14 now.
Yeah. Okay, Duke for Hank. Jackie
Love Clemson minus 3.5.
against
Miami.
Ooh,
Oh, Miami.
Falling
where's
apart
that
there.
game?
Miami.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. Anything else, boys?
I think that's it.
Good pick 'em.
Show.
Great pick 'em.
All right. See you guys.
Yeah, we'll see
All
everyone
right.
next week. There will be ads. A lot of ads. I'm going to add a lot of games.